two men arrested during the mayhem will pay a high price for their crimes. They were sentenced to 4 years each in prison for using Facebook to incite some of the disorder. Their attempts to urge people to riot in two towns actually came to nothing, though, and police swiftly arrested the pair before anything happened. In the UK, the sentences have provoked a lively debate over whether the punishment fits the crime. Atika Schubert joins us now from CNN London with more on that. Atika, this is a really odd story. What exactly happened?
That's right. These are actually two separate cases. Jordan Blackshaw and Perry Sutcliffe basically invited their friends on Facebook to a riot. One of them called it a smashdown. Now, they invited people to this riot and looting spree, but nobody showed up. Basically, only police showed up to the location. But they were charged with inciting a riot because basically here, the conspiracy to commit a crime carries the same sentence as actually committing that crime. But it has caused a lot of debate, especially since it happened on Facebook. And social media has become such a point of controversy in these riots. There's been talk about policing social media to prevent these kind of activity from spreading. And so this has really fed into that debate.
Now, they're not the only ones who've been treated rather severely by the courts. There seem to be a lot of people well, if not similar circumstances, at least facing jail time they really weren't expecting. Are any of those people getting any sympathy?
Well, you know, there's not a lot of sympathy for anyone who participated in the riots, but there is talk of proportionality, especially, for example, with the case of these two charged with the Facebook inciting a riot. People are saying, you know, what they did wasn't that bright, it was pretty stupid, but do they deserve 4 years in prison for it? And remember, there's a huge range of crimes that were committed during the riots, everything from murder in one case to arson, but also petty theft. We have a case of a man who's facing possible jail time for stealing 2 scoops of ice cream in the middle of a riot. Other cases have been bottles of water, chewing gum, for example, and judges are basically looking at this incredible range and having to come up with a punishment that fits the crime, but also, most importantly, is a deterrent to make sure that this kind of rioting doesn't happen in the future, and to make people aware it's not a free-for-all. There are consequences to the crimes, even if it says something as simple as stealing 2 scoops of ice cream.